Hello, hello. Everyone's coming in. All right. Once you come in, hit that like button, say hey in the chat. Try to move some stuff out of the way that doesn't knock everything over. This lighting is changing my face. All right. Letting the world know we are live. We are doing this. All righty. Hello, hello. Gavin and Henry. Of course, you're going to be here. You're going to wait for some folks to come in. Nah. That's awesome. My name comes up in yellow. That's actually really cool. All right. Here we are. A live stream. Universal live stream. Whoop, whoop. All right. Gonna wait a few minutes. I don't know how this all works and how long it takes people to jump on or get notified. Aren't you and Gavin talking on the phone right now anyways, Henry? I can hear Gavin upstairs. Hello, Straying Coyote. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. I can hear laughing coming from upstairs in my house. So you can hear that too. We all know who that is. It's my son doing who knows what. All right. Fantastic. I need to change. Sorry, just changing a couple settings here. There we go. Gotcha. Gavin, I feel like all your friends are here. Excited for a live stream. All right. Let's see. Just changing some settings, figuring out what's happening. It keeps freezing on me. I guess my Wi-Fi is not loving me this morning or this evening. What do I think it is? I'm crazy, guys. Alrighty, let's see. Hello. All right, let's see if we can't fix that. There we go. Let's see if we can't fix something. Hold. All the peeps that are here, all three of you. Hey, it's a live stream. It's what we do. Just live our lives. What are these things that keep popping up? 100, 100, 100, 100. Who's doing that? Gavin, is that you? All right. Well, I can hear myself up in your room when I talk. You must have that on volume 100 up there. That's funny. All right. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can hear myself upstairs. Did you mute it? That's loud. Alrighty. Mind blown. I know that's right, Henry. Still trying to figure out what happens if I just deleted my chat. Hold. Let me pop that chat back out. Newbie. Have no idea what I'm doing. Y'all just get to watch and laugh. Just watch and laugh. Hello, hello. All right. I think I fixed what I was looking at. Nope. I don't know what that does. Thank you for deleting. What was that? All right. Let's see. We're going to. I feel like I have a glare behind me, but that's worth it. All right. Gavin, I can hear you throwing a party upstairs in your room. Party. Uh-huh. All righty, let's fix this. You can be loud, it's fine. I think just you and Henry here currently. And he hears you yell all the time. Let's see. I know all the lingo. MB, my bad. I like it. I like it. Oh. All right, all right, all right. Let's see if we can't get notified. Oh, I got to click this button to notify everybody. Hold on. New things happen that I don't know existed. There we go. Maybe that will help. That should help. That should help now. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome in if you're here. If you're just joining, I forgot to click a button that lets people know that this actually is happening, which is crazy, but there we go. I did something, and now it says it notified everyone that didn't get notified that I am live. So we are live. Hello, everyone. How's it going? If you're here, say hello. I know clapping happening upstairs. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Is Mark, are you here or is that just from previous? That's a previous chat. Ah, there you are. Hi, Mark. How are you? Isn't it really late? Aren't you in London? It's got to be late over there, right? It's got to be late. I need to turn off this. I don't think I can. Well, all right. Oh, there we go. I'm going to toggle off this slow mode. There we go. Let's save that. See if that works. Here we go. The slow motion was freezing up my computer, so here we are. Well, if you're here, welcome in. It's 12:10 a.m. over there. Well, I appreciate you jumping on. I feel like we know each other, but we don't know each other because we're always chatting in other chats. So I'm really appreciative that you jumped on just for a little bit, even though it's super late over there. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Um, Hey, Wigger, how are you? Yeah, if you're here, to hit that like button, say hey in the chat if you haven't already. But we're here to talk about Universal Orlando. So, really, I just wanted to put something together. I haven't done anything yet. Most of you have seen my face in some of my videos, but you haven't really had the chance to chat or talk or do anything. Um, so just wanted to use this time to have you guys ask any questions about Universal Orlando. Wow, Strain Cody, you're in Germany and it's 1:11 a.m. Oh my gosh, you guys are insane. Either you don't sleep or you just wanted to come to this, which I really appreciate if that's the case. I'm just getting started with this whole thing. Mark, I know, and I met you and we've chatted a few times, on Tanya's live stream and Ron's live stream and some of that. And I think it's a really cool. I'm trying to build a cool community. Um, just that's what I'm trying to do here. So I got all Europeans. Hi, Shady Vampire. How are you? Just you don't go to Universal. Where do you live at? Shady Vampire. Where do you live at? Yeah, so I'm just trying to create some of these communities that I know some of us are already a part of. Just try to create a family. My goal here is I'm leaving. If I don't think I've said this on any of my videos yet, but my goal here is to start a community, and I'm leaving the pros up to like people like Tanya and Ron on the go for Disney. I'm strictly going to do Universal, and I'm going to do all the other parks around the country, and then I love to do some parks around the world because I know there's a lot of great parks overseas. I'm gonna leave Disney up to the pros, and you'll see everything else from me. Again, I don't live anywhere near any of those parks, so you'll get a lot of vlogs from me. When I go to Universal in October, the first week of October, I plan on doing a Cabana Bay tour, Minion Land, all of that. So I really have a goal of going to a theme park in every single state that has one. So that's a long-term goal. So this is kind of the stuff that I want to do. I'm going to live stream HHN when I'm there, either the 4th or the 5th. I'll make sure to post that as a scheduled live stream. Hey, I'm just trying to build a community and just try to build something that's fun here. I love theme parks more than any other vacation. Probably much like some of the people that are on here. I I get asked, why the heck am I going to a theme park again? Why am I wasting my time and money to go to a theme park? So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do here. Okay, Shady Vampire, you're in California. I didn't see that earlier. So that's awesome. Well, what part of California? So we used to live in California in the Sherman Oaks area for about 3-ish years for a little while. My in-laws are out there. My wife's sister and her husband live out there with their kids. And we lived out there for about 3 years. I went to Disneyland a few times because I had friends that worked for Disney. And at that time, they were able to get themselves +3 in. So went out there a few times. So that was awesome. I love California. It's a great place. It's just expensive depending on where you live. We were in the LA Sherman Oaks area. What is my favorite ride? So I think it depends on the day. So if you haven't been to Universal Orlando, they used to have a ton of 3D rides. I just did a video, if you want to go back and watch it, on my top 5 rides in Universal Studios, and then there's Universal Islands of Adventure. So if you have never been to Universal Orlando, unlike a lot of the other theme parks like Disney, it's extremely easy to do 2 parks in one day. So they have Islands of Adventure on one side, and then right next to it is Universal Studios Orlando. And in between all that is City Walk, with the Hard Rock Cafe and all the restaurants and things like that. So you can really do both in the same day. I think probably like most my current favorite ride is Hagrid's. Now, if you know anything about Hagrid's magical motorbike, whatever they call it, thing, basically, if you haven't seen it, it's just based on the motorbike and the sidecar from Harry Potter. You can ride on the motorbike, you can ride on the sidecar. I wasn't really sure about it at first. There's a couple crazy surprises on it. And it has, I believe, 7 or 9 launches. I'll have to double check that. But it has tons of launches. It's all around really fun. And if you do Hagrid's, or if you love Harry Potter, you're going to love this ride. Now, the only problem I don't like about Hagrid's, it is the only ride in all of Universal Orlando that still does not take Express Pass. So if you don't know Express Pass, you can buy it. It's, you have the Genie Plus when you go to Disney World or Disneyland, and it's similar to that, but not really. It is you buy it, it's kind of expensive. I've seen it get up to $300 for the unlimited version. So it can get really expensive, but it's so worth it, especially if you go at a busy time. Most people come in summer. I was down there recently doing something for work, and I ended up being able to run over to Universal for a little bit because I have an annual pass. And I realized a lot of the Europeans, speaking of everyone being here, they were still on vacation while most of the people in the US had gone back to school. And it was a lot of people there. So even when technically the people that are local think it's not that busy, people are coming from all over the world to Universal Orlando. So I say that Hagrid is my current favorite ride. Now, very close second is Velocicoaster, which is not for the faint of heart. And I'm going to talk about probably both of these when I do my video for top 5 rides and islands of adventure. They're both going to make the list. Let's be honest. So Hagrid's probably been my number one. Velocicoaster, very close second. It's intense. And most people cannot handle Velocicoaster. The first time I rode it, I got off dizzy. And I love roller coasters. So it is a lot to undertake. So yeah, I think Hagrid's is my favorite. I'm really excited about what's coming with Epic Universe. I'll tell you a rumor that I've heard. I don't actually think it's a rumor. I think it's actually true. I just haven't seen any concrete videos on it. I saw some concept videos, but they're going to have a bunch of different lands. We know Super Nintendo World that they already have in Universal Hollywood is going to come. It's just going to be a more expanded version because there's more space. But one of the rides I'm very excited about, if you are old enough to remember the video game Donkey Kong Country, or really just kind of like the newer version of Donkey Kong, not the throwing the barrels down the thing, but the actual playing the game of Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, that game, you'll remember that there is a minecart track, and it was the most frustrating ever thing with the minecart track, that you would have to try to figure out how to jump properly, and you go down really fast and you fall down the hole. Anyways, they're creating a roller coaster that's going to feel that you're doing that. So you're going to be going through a minecart, and it's going to actually lift as if you're jumping. And they built a mechanism that brings up the minecart up and make it feel like you're kind of jumping over obstacles. I don't know how they're going to make the illusions look or what that's going to look like. It's going to be roller coaster, but they're going to add 3D. I don't really know. Universal loves 3D. We all know that. But it sounds amazing. It looks absolutely awesome. So I'm really excited about a lot of things coming to Epic Universe. I posted a video about the dueling roller coaster. If you know anything about Universal Orlando, where Hagrid's is currently at, used to be Dueling Dragons roller coaster, and it was a huge, everyone loved it. When they took it away, people were upset. They're not as upset now because they love Hagrid's. So I think that's why they're doing another dueling roller coaster in Epic Universe. We just got to wait till 2025. So if you haven't been to Universal Orlando and you're like, I think I want to visit, wait till Epic Universe opens for 2 reasons. One, Universal Studios and Universal Islands of Adventure will be a lot lower in crowds because everybody's going to be piling over to Epic Universe over there. So they're building 6 new hotels next to Epic Universe. It's crazy. So they're expecting a lot over there. So it's not close to the current one. And so, you're going to take shuttles and that kind of stuff. So it's not going to be as easy. It's going to start feeling a little bit like Disney. And it'll be their 4th park because they also have Volcano Bay, which is probably one of my favorite water parks that I've ever been to. So I'm excited for all of that. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. Mark, I'm reading your comment. Are you considering vlogging or streaming full time eventually? It takes a lot of time and effort for sure. I don't know how Tanya, I don't know how they do it. So I would, it'd be something I would love to do. Currently, I'm doing this just for fun. I just love theme parks so much. And Tanya was actually the one that came to me and said, I've hung out with her a few times. We've had dinner when we go down there. She's as awesome in person as she is on the stream. And she was just like, you have the personality for this. I don't live here, but you come here a lot. You can shoot vlogs. She's like, that's something that the rest of us don't do. We just get on a live stream. She's like, we might have a vlog here and there, but we don't do a lot of vlogging and a lot of talking about specific roller coasters or specific parks where people can just kind of share that video or rewatch that video. I made a video that talks about planning your perfect trip to planning your perfect vacation to Universal. And I've had a bunch of people message me already and say, hey, that video really helped me. We're planning a trip. I've had people message me on Instagram asking for information and my best practices. So is it something I would like to do full time? That would be great. But right now I'm just doing it for fun, just because I love it. And again, I'm trying to build a community of people who just want to have a great time and positivity and all that stuff, because I just feel like there's a lot of things hitting us in the world right now. And I just want to create a space where we can just talk about something that we all love. I think Disney's an easy, hey, Harmonized Time Princess. How are you? Good. Thanks for joining. But yeah, I just want to build this community to have something to escape from. I'm very excited about that. So yeah, Mark, that would be awesome. Have you never written Hagrid's? It is fun. It is fun. I don't know if you have virtual reality set. My son has a virtual reality set. I get a headache from it, but you can get those VR sets now and you can go to YouTube 360 on them and you can literally ride roller coasters in virtual reality. It's actually insane. So hi, Angie. My sister is here. Nice that you're here. Harmonize the Princess. Why do you have so little viewers? Because I'm a little creator. I'm just getting started. I started my YouTube journey not even 3 weeks ago. And we're a little over 100 subscribers in the first few weeks. And, I'm just starting to build this community. I'm just starting to build my content. I haven't even been to the parks yet to really shoot the type of vlogs that I want to create. So I wanted to, Angie just SY, X Swift is Gavin. That's my son. So I just wanted to start to create a community. I wanted to start putting some things online. I've got a lot of videos on some of the things about Universal Orlando and just theme parks in general. So yeah, I'm just starting. So I'm just getting this journey going. I follow a lot of different creators and having just trying. So I love theme parks. And that's why I'm doing this. Really, it's it's one of those things that it's just like a creative outlet for me right now. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that my editing is not good. I'm learning how to do that. I've got a friend who is a big YouTuber. He does a lot of videos about lighting and this and that, and he's kind of laughed at some of my videos, but we're friends. He goes by Ben Johnson Creative on YouTube. If you want to look him up, he's got around 180,000 subscribers, and he's helping me figure out this whole editing thing and shooting vlogs because yes, Mark, 100% agree. You met her at Epcot. She's inspired a lot of people. 100% agree. I just love the community that's been created by some of these guys. I don't support everyone because not everyone's cup of tea, but I just don't support everyone. As it's getting dark here, I'm noticing it's getting grainy, but whatever, we're having fun. But there are genuine people out there. And when you meet someone, you can tell whether they're genuine or not. And I've met a lot of them and they've been very genuine. So I agree with that. I see that you started a few weeks ago and you only have 7 subscribers. Keep it. Like, find your niche. Like, I'm no expert by any means. I'm really just Harmonized. I'm really just doing what I love. And that's one of the pieces of advice that I got. And one of the reasons that Tanya told me, hey, you should probably do this. You really like it. And that passion is what's going to carry you. And that's why it's something that I love. I can talk about it all day long. And if you've noticed any of the videos that I've posted, the few that I have posted, I can yap. And all of those videos, I throw the pictures or whatever that of things I'm talking about on there when I edit the video. Um, but everything that I say is in one take. I put my camera on the gimbal and I just start talking about whatever that topic is that I'm talking about. So I just love it, and it's just something I love so much. So if you haven't been to Universal Orlando, I mean, yeah, feel free to ask any questions that you have. Feel free to, ask questions about Universal Orlando. I do want to say one thing. I haven't said this on the stream yet, or my videos yet, just because um, I haven't really had the chance, and I probably should have put it in the perfect Universal vacation planning video, but I didn't. But if you go to Universal Orlando, this is my amazing Universal Orlando Premier Pass. It's awesome, but you'll see that it's attached to a lanyard. Now, why is it attached to a lanyard? You have to scan even just your tickets a lot, because what you'll find is you'll be in one park, you'll be in Universal Studios, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, the wait is so short for Hulk. So let me go over to Islands of Adventure. And you're constantly scanning your ticket into each park. The other thing is if you have a ticket that will include an express pass, every single ride that has express pass, you're going and you're scanning and scanning every single ride. So you constantly have it in use. So when you go around, you'll see a ton of people have this lanyard. Obviously, got Universal Pass holder lanyard, but they have such great lanyards. They're super cheap. I think this was like $6. But they're like $6 to $10. They have all the characters, all the stuff you could want, but it's going to change the way that you do the park. It's just because, you're scanning so much. It's not through the app. There's nothing through the app like, say, Disney does. They're doing everything scanning. It's just kind of the way they set up their park. All right, bye, Harmonize. Thank you for coming. Check out some of the videos, and good luck to you. Really appreciate you jumping on the live. But yeah, so it's just the way they've done things. I do think it's a little bit old school if I'm being honest. I don't know that a lot of people enjoy that part of it, but it's just their way. I mean, they do the scanning in with the fingerprint just like Disney does, and they just have a lot of scanning. Don't know what it is. If you ever end up getting an annual pass, you can scan this. I get 10% off everywhere in Universal Orlando. So that's hotels, that's the parks, that's City Walk, that's everywhere. So get discounts, which is going to save you so much money. So if you're in Europe like Mark, and you're not probably going to get an Orlando annual pass, but it's not that expensive, Mark. So Disney, I know the only one that I can get is thank you, Angie, for a ring light. I haven't done a live yet, so I just wanted to jump on and do this. And so I'm sitting in here and I'm realizing that as it's getting dark, when I tested a live before and it was middle of the day. So all this window behind me was just shining too bright and it was glaring on the computer. So we'll get it worked out. We'll figure it out. I don't know how often I'm going to do this, but if people enjoy it, I'll keep doing it. So to answer your question, Mark, it's not as expensive. So the only one that I can get for Disney is the top level pass, and it's $1,400, which if you're going to go to Disney a lot, that probably is very beneficial. I know if you live in Florida, you get discounts. Same as if you live in California, Disneyland gives you discounts. But I will say it's not as expensive. So for the Premier Pass, which that is a top tier pass, there's other passes down throughout, but that is the top tier pass. And that's going to get you all the discounts on hotel, discounts on hotel, discounts on food, discounts on everything. It's going to cost, it changes. The last one we purchased ours this past year, it was $749 per person. And the other thing about that Premier Pass is that you get Express Pass after 4 p.m. So after 4 p.m., I can use my Premier Pass to go on each ride that takes Express Pass once after 4 p.m. So, um, so yeah, so it's super not that expensive. The other thing too that you can understand, that you'll need to understand is, um, someone cloned you. That's funny. It's okay. I just figured you were giving me a hard time as your brother. I can. Am I gonna have to remove? I just removed them. Uh, all right, there we go. So the other thing that you'll need to know too is that, Mark is, and anybody else who might think about getting a universal pass, is that you can use it to pay. You can pay it. Sorry, you can pay it in monthly payments. They call it flex pay. So when you first purchase it, say it's $700, you're going to pay half of that up front, and then they're going to split the other half over 11 months. And you just make a monthly payment. You have a way to do it. It's really easy. It's really awesome. It's not as expensive. I don't think that outside of Florida that Walt Disney World does that. That'd be a question for some of the pros, but yeah. So you don't have to do that. I don't think you can do it unless you live in Florida with them. Question them. I'll ask other people. But for Universal, it doesn't matter where you live. You can get an annual pass and pay for it that way through FlexPay. It comes out every single month. It's super cheap, especially for us. We have 3 people that all have the Premier Pass, so we're doing that. Uh, yes, it makes it so much more manageable. It can get crazy. It's Universal. I actually feel like on some days is more expensive than even Disney, which is weird to say, um, but it's usually cheaper. I mean, that's very true, but it can get really expensive. Like for a family of 4 to go to Universal for say 4 days, you have park to park tickets just for 2 parks. I mean, you could be looking at, with hotel cost, around $3,000, 2,500 to 3,000. Now that's a lot cheaper than say going to Disney for sure, because the hotels are a lot cheaper. I will say this about the hotels, and I really would love to. I think I'm going to do a whole resort. I'm gonna try to do a tour of every single resort, starting with Cabana Bay when I'm down there. But the resorts are really nice, and for the cost, like what Cabana Bay that I'm going to show you is considered a prime value, and it usually runs anywhere between, on a very slow time of the year, $100 a night. On a very busy time of year, it only gets up to maybe 229 in the dead of summer. And they have the higher tiers, and those are a little bit more like Disney-esque type prices. But the quality of what you get for the cost that it is is unbelievable. Yes, I stayed at a bunch of the Universal resorts, Mark. I stayed at Endless Summer, which is their value resort. I stayed at Cabana Bay and Aventura, which is both their prime value. And then right across from Aventura. So one of the things that's really cool is you can walk to any resort hotel you want. You can use their pool if you're staying at a resort hotel. The only one you can't do that with is Endless Summer, because they're like, it's dirt cheap. I've seen Endless Summer at $50 a night before. I've never seen it more than, one really really busy time. I think it was one of the times. I think it was either the opening of HHN or the opening of Christmas last year. I saw it get to 200, but the other hotels were 300 and 400 just because of what was going on that week. So that made sense. But it's literally usually, if it's over $100, it's like 105. It's very cheap. But I've walked through Sapphire Falls, which they consider their only preferred resort. I've walked through Hard Rock and Portofino Bay and Royal Pacific, which are all their premium resorts. And those are the most expensive because they include the free Express Pass. So you use your hotel key and you have the unlimited Express Pass every day you stay there. The day you check in and the day you check out count. So it's really awesome. Yeah, Strain Coyote, the prices are insane. They, I mean, it's you. If you pull videos up of anything, you'll see that a lot of the people who do both Disney and Universal, especially down in Orlando, will look at some of the prices and think, I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's so insane how expensive it is, at least expensive it is, um, and they're just nice. They're really really nice. I know Disney has a lot of perks and there's a lot of things for that, but I think the one thing that I like a lot about Universal um, is how easy it is just to navigate the resorts and just to navigate getting into and out of the parks. Well, yes, that's going to change with Epic Universe, but it's just easy to navigate. And it's a lot of fun. I'll say the one negative that I don't like about Universal versus, say, Disney is they close early. And I think it has something to do with the agreement that they have with the surrounding area, which is weird because they can still have HHN until like 1 in the morning. So I'm not really sure what the reason for all of that is, but the latest they stay open, even in the dead of summer, is 9 o'clock. When it's not busy, they're closing at 6 or 7 o'clock. So it's something to keep in mind when you plan a trip. Just know what those dates are. They show them on the Universal Orlando app that you can download, which is so funny. I download that app and I'll look at wait times sometimes, like I'm there and just like, oh man, Hagrid's is a 30-minute wait. That's crazy. Like I'm gonna hop on a flight or jump in the car and drive 9 hours to get down there. No, I'm not gonna do that. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a nice bonus to have, Mark. I think a lot of people stay there, so it makes a ton of sense. They have suites, they have family suites. So say like your whole family of 10 is coming, every single person that's of that group of 10, you could be splitting the cost. It could be 5 separate couples or families or whatever, and they're all splitting the cost. Every single person who's listed as a guest in that room or those rooms gets the Universal Unlimited Express Pass. And check-in's not till 4 p.m. You can go there first thing in the morning before the park's even open and say, hey, here's my check-in day. And if you flew, here's my luggage. They'll hold your luggage for you, give you a little ticket. They'll go ahead and give you your hotel keys. They don't open up a room yet. Then you can go, but they'll be active, so you can go and use those at the parks. And then you can come back. They'll usually just text you when your room's available. They just text you the room number. The keys automatically become active. You pick up your luggage, you go up. It's very simple. So I like the fact that you can get the hotel keys early, because then you can use that unlimited express pass on your check-in day, and you also can use it on checkout day. So even checkout might be 11, your flight might not be till 10 o'clock at night. You get to use the Universal Unlimited Express Pass with your hotel key the whole day. So it's awesome. Strange Coyote, what time does Universal open in the morning? So it depends. So if you're staying on property or you have an annual pass, you can get early park admission. So normally normally both parks open up at 9 a.m. But currently Islands of Adventure is doing the early park admission, which means you can get in at 8. Now, a lot of people, they used to do Universal Studios. They used to go back and forth. Like sometimes it'd be Islands of Adventure, sometimes it'd be Studios. I think because of how popular Hagrid's is and its fact that it's the only one that doesn't have a Universal Express Pass, that they begin to open only that one up an hour early. So I think that's why they did that. And if you go, you'll see the line is down the street. Now, I'm lucky because currently when I went down there a few weeks ago, they had a separate entrance for annual pass holders only, because it's currently annual pass holder appreciation time. I think that ends at the end of September, but they had an extra entrance. So I went, the line was insane, but I just went to the annual pass holder entrance and I was the only one there. And I walked right in. It was awesome. But yes, they open up at 8. You'll see running. I mean, the team members are like, stop running. You're not going to get there that much faster. But everyone's running to Hagrid's. Pro tip, if you like Velocicoaster, everybody's running to Hagrid's. It goes from 0 to 120-minute wait like that. And the other thing that you need to know is usually in the morning, Universal Orlando. What was that? I think someone just hit the window. Anyways, so a bird or something. Y'all gotta tell me. I gotta look on camera. Anyways, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, so Hagrid's in the morning usually gets really a long wait super quickly, and it also has the most issues in the morning. So Hagrid's breaks down some because of all the launches that they have on it. There's just some issues. Rip Ride Rocket has the same over at Studios. I think the in the morning, I've seen it where it goes down the most, so it has a delay the most. So what I do is I don't run to Hagrid's. Absolutely not. I love the Velocicoaster. And as everybody's running straight to Hagrid's, I make a little detour down the bridge to go to Velocicoaster. Every single time I've done that at Early Park Admission, I've walked onto Velocicoaster, which can get up to over an hour, hour and a half, sometimes on a busy week. Wait. And so last time I went, I walked right up to Velocicoaster, walked through the queue. The longest part was getting through the queue, putting your stuff in a locker because they go through metal detectors. So you have to put everything in: phone, keys, bag, the whole deal. You can't have anything in your pockets when you go on Velocicoaster because of the upside down and all that kind of stuff. But I walked right on, front row, got off, walked back around, didn't even get my stuff, just walked back around to the line, walked right on, front row twice. So I think the most time I did it back to back was 3 times. Then I was a little bit dizzy, so I needed to get something to eat or something. But that's the pro tip. People can stand in that Hagrid's line all morning long for 2 hours. It's going to go down. It's going to come back up. It's going to go down. That line goes all the way through everything. It's crazy. So that's the pro tip. If you ever go and you do Early Park Admission at 8 a.m., you just go straight to Velocicoaster. Forget Hagrid's. If you can handle Velocicoaster, not everybody can handle Velocicoaster. It's intense. It goes upside down, hangs you upside down for a minute. There's a lot. Watch some POV videos on it. It's pretty intense. But if you like that kind of stuff and you can handle those kind of roller coasters, you can literally ride it 2 or 3 times in the morning while everybody's getting in line for Hagrid's. And later on in the day, like, once the park opens, probably around like 10 o'clock, Hagrid's wait is actually going to be less than it is first thing in the morning. So that's what I've experienced. So that's kind of what I do. My whole go-to if I go Early Park Admission is I walk in, watch everybody, run over to Hagrid's, kind of laugh a little bit because it's just funny to me. I get it if it's your one trip and you want to go and all that, but it's going to be the biggest wait in the morning. So I walk over to Velocicoaster, ride it once, maybe twice if I can. Then I'll go over to the Three Broomsticks, which is right there in Hogsmeade, across from Hagrid's and right next to Velocicoaster. Have a great, wonderful breakfast and Three Broomsticks like I'm in Harry Potter. My wife or some, I have a butterbeer. I'm going to have some nice coffee and just hang out and just really chill. And then, as the line goes down, go over there. And, if you're in Hogsmeade, so you walk over to, the castle ride, Forbidden Journey. That's a good one to jump onto. So there's a lot of pro tips that I like to do. So I'm going to keep doing those and doing all that. So, so that's kind of that. That was my long-winded Train Coyote. That was my long-winded answer. Like I said, I can just talk and talk and talk and talk. Mark, you probably know this from watching Tanya. We're kind of exactly the same, which is why we get along so well. Is I can talk and talk. I'm looking up and I'm like, hold on, it's been 42 minutes and 43 minutes now, and I'm just talking and talking and talking like it's nothing. I saw that, Mark, that you have Harry Potter's tour in London. Have you been to it? It's something that I would love to do. I just want to come to London in general. My wife and I will be married not this October, but next for 20 years. And our 20-year wedding anniversary, we want to come over to Europe and do London and do maybe Ireland. We're, just a couple of spots. And that's one of the things that we want to do. So I think that's a full-time thing. So let me know if that's true or not. Yeah. So, yeah, Stray and Coyote. I'm going to talk. I'm excited to live stream because that's probably the thing I'm the most comfortable with. I can put a camera on, walk around the theme park and just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, much like you see other streamers do. It's just me. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm excited to do that. I just can't do it all the time, and I just want to do something a little bit different. I want to create the vlogs because I think the thing about live streams is they're great when you're on the live stream, and it's fun to go back and watch when you're having a rough day and you're like, I want to go to Universal or I want to go to Disney or whatever. I think the thing about the vlogs that I like is those are informational things that you can share to other people. You can use if you're planning a trip. And that's kind of the content that I want to help create aside from just having an incredible community. I'm going to get down there as much as I can just because I want to get down there for me. I love it so much. And I can't wait to do that. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. I'm trying. I mean, here I am, very small creator, not really, a whole lot of content yet. And we'll see what happens. Again, it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing it. Um, and again, yes, I can talk. I can talk. I went down to Disney when I was there a few weeks ago, and I actually had lunch with Tanya at Liberty Tree Tavern, and we were just talking. And the next thing we know, it was like almost 2 hours later, and we haven't been even eating anything because it's all you can eat at Liberty Tree Tavern. If you didn't know that, it can be filling. And just realizing we just like ate. It was fun. It was we kind of have that same personality, Mark. It's funny that we became friends through YouTube. And that's kind of what I want to create. I want to create a family, friends. Like that's what I want to do. I'm not doing this for me. I'm not doing this for anything else except for I love doing it and I want to create a cool family, like so many other people I respect have done. So that's kind of what I want to do. But I will sit here and chat for hours and hours about Universal and about that. So because I just love it so much. I don't want to make this a super long drawn out one because half of you live in places where it's now almost 1 a.m. Mark and you guys live over where it's almost 1 a.m. So if you guys have any burning questions about Universal, I'm happy to answer those here now. And then if you want to go to my page, again, I have a bunch of shorts that I'm doing because that seems to be what caught a little bit of fire early on. I have one that has about 3,000 views or things like that, just dumb stuff. But I do have Planning the Perfect Universal Vacation. I have my top 5 rides in Universal Orlando, so you can take a look at that. And then I'm going to post probably next week my top 5 in Islands of Adventure. But what I really would love, if you're on here and you love this kind of content, please, please, please comment on any of the videos that I have on there. Like, what is it that you want to see? Because I want to make content that people actually want to see. Like, yes, I'm going to do Cabana Bay when I'm in Universal. Yes, I'm going to do the new Minions Land tour. I'm going to do a video about the best restaurants that take reservations in Universal. I'm going to do the best quick services in each park. I've got ideas of things that I want to create and have some content. I'm going to go live HHN. So if you're here and you've not subscribed and don't have the bell notifications turned on, make sure you do that because I'm going to go live in Orlando either on Wednesday the 4th or Thursday the 5th. So for Premier Pass holders, another benefit is, so I'll be on there, Mark, I'm flying in the night of October the 3rd, and then I'll be there until Saturday the 7th. So about 4 days. Another great perk about the Premier Pass holder, which is one of the things I love, is they have certain nights that are free for HHN. HHN separately ticketed event, and it's expensive. It can get really expensive. It's very, very busy. The only problem that stinks about it is you can't take cameras into the house. Now, do some Googling if you want to see what the houses are like, because some of the higher media people that were invited to the media event, they allowed some of them to take some of the very large creators to take their cameras through some of the houses. So you can kind of see what that looks like. So I'm just gonna live stream the thing. So walk around. There's a lot of scare zones. There's a lot of food, which is my favorite, and a lot of that. So keep an eye out for that. I'll make sure to schedule it so that you all know what day it is. And man, I really appreciate you guys jumping on here. This is my first time. Again, I'm brand new. We're just starting somewhere. Mark, I really appreciate your support. I think you're awesome and you're so generous, gifting memberships all over the place. And I think that that's awesome. You're so nice. I did watch that too. Yeah, Paige and Mr. Mara, he had a good one. And if you watch JoJo, he had some really good ones too. Nice guy. I've met him as well. But yeah, so please turn all that on. I will do this more if people really enjoy it, answer some more questions. We'll do this every once in a while until I can really get some more content and do some live streaming and stuff like that. So thank you, Mark, and anyone else in Europe. Go to bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys are crazy. I really appreciate the support. I'll probably see you on Tanya's stream tomorrow. So thank you so much for this. And as always, just remember, happiness is just a theme park away. See you guys. Have a good night.